Hello, 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 and welcome to this episode of the SMZ3 2025 tournament. My name is Evan Tunes Cartridge, and along with Pichu, we'll be bringing you this match in the commentator booth. We've got Andy on your left and Flipheal on your right. They are two of the three undefeated players remaining in the Swiss tournament, Swiss stage of the tournament. The other one being Gamachu, who already won his match this week. So we got these two playing, and both of them have already secured their places in the playoff bracket. But yeah, playing to vie for a better seed and better matchups in the next round. So yeah, how you doing, Pichu?
I'm doing good. I'm doing alright. We also have Akir tracking with us today. Keeping us on track for the items, because I'm sure not going to follow that.
It's true. Like, you're already marking the starting boots that they have past the first test of all the trackers. But yeah, those are the settings for all the races in the tournament. Normal 774 with starting Zelda boots. No key sanity, no change requirements, nothing funny, nothing silly, just good old SMZ3 action.
There's some change. They're starting boots. You could have been starting no items.
Yeah, I could, but I didn't.
You could have been boring.
I didn't want to dash. I wanted to be able to hover. So I picked settings that gave me an advantage. Sorry, y'all.
I understand that. Honestly.
No. I actually picked these settings before I learned to hover. So.
No, you picked those settings, so it's starting boots. So I can just have good time in SMZ3. And not have like 5 hours seed.
That is actually true. I think my average has gone down a lot over the past few years because I've been getting better, but also because starting boots. But starting Screw Attack is pretty cringe, because that just makes it easy for Zelda runners and also opens some cringe option up in Super Metroid.
Oh yeah, with starting crew you can go to Brinstar, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, fun fact.
Yes, what's the fun fact?
In race time, if you don't quit the race when you're gatekeeping, then
the race won't start, right?
Yeah, then the race won't start. That's the fun fact of the day, which is why they're not started yet, because a certain person was holding the race back.
You should have forced it started. So if the person's not ready, then you just kick out, and then it's the two runners.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there's no one there with the power to kick the runners out except me. So
yeah,
here we go. That's the reason for your delay. Now will be like a minute until they start gaming on your stream.
I thought it was a 10-minute delay tournament. I'm sorry.
Pichu, those are the old days. Those the old days back when we didn't have people who would do something about cheating. Now we can. Now we have people with culture that will ban cheaters, so we don't need delay to keep them in check. But yeah, now we're gaming.
I see that India has like a 9-second advantage over Flipheal. For now.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I mean, for the first minute or something,
Yeah, we'll see what the restream does about that.
I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't think they care.
I don't know. This black screen seems awfully long.
It's just a long door transition,
Yeah, it takes a long time to load a whole other game,
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Nice fairy drop for Flipheal.
Yeah. I like the Saha start. Like 3 free items plus, which one is a Grim Pendant. And now we know that Eastern is a pendant, Era is a tokens, and Desert is a normal crystal.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Saha start as well. I've been doing it pretty much ever since Boot Start became a thing. It's a really nice 3 items. Green Pendant TR as well. Interesting. And a sword and bonk rocks for Andy.
And we
But-
knew that Eastern was not going to be the Green Pendant because Flipheal did a map check.
It's true. Eastern's a normal pendant, not a green pendant.
A nice sword for Andy in bonk rock. Now he can dash properly. That'd be scary enemies.
Yeah. As I think it was Ninjembro who said you should never have starting boots without starting sword as well. I think he used stronger words than that, but I also agree.
No Ninja Bro, probably. But
Maybe.
as someone that likes swordless, I don't mind having no sword.
Oh, that's a yikes. Swordless is kind of cringe, I won't lie. I like easy mode, having a sword. And he gets some blue mail though, and both these runners checking one back. I wasn't a fan of it until I looked at the numbers and I saw that it's just really good to check a lumberjack because it's 11% to have progression with starting boots, which is about the same as any other Sphere 1 check, but it's just, yeah, it just kind of owns you. Like any other Sphere 1 check if you don't get it. Oh no, did Andy? Oh,
No, he's farming bumps.
Okay.
He's farming bumps.
I was like, did Andy fall down and not get the item or something?
No,
But Andy actually has a brain.
I mean,
Yeah.
nobody here has a brain. Except you. And Andy.
I disagree. Flipheal also has a brain. No, yeah, it's pretty good. Right. I had Muffins roll 10,000 seeds and put the spoiler logs in a spreadsheet, and then I did some filtering based off of which items I decided were worth checking Lumberjack for. And that was the number it came up with.
I mean, 11 is a lot.
I should probably publish that spreadsheet at some point.
No, don't. Keep it for yourself. Let people bug Muffin more about it.
I don't know.
No, I
mean, kind of like the idea of having knowledge to myself, but also I just said it on a public restream, so the point's kind of lost at this point.
Oh, yeah, but you just said for Lumberjack. You don't say for any other locations.
Yeah, that is true. There's a whole 315 other locations that I have such valuable info on. Like, PED is 8% to have something. Based on that same criteria.
8 is a lot for PED.
Yeah.
Like, knowing that you need all 3 pendants. And the thing I can say, without the spreadsheet, is that GT has no progression for crystals and tokens.
It's true. That is how SMZ3 works. GT will never have progression that locks a crystal or a token dungeon.
I mean, crystals, obviously. But, like, you need to know it for tokens.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of runners get owned by that knowledge check in these races. But it is very important to learn. Not much of note in this CAC. Getting our minor items like super missiles, red boomerang, also a little bit nice, but no major progression.
I'm just a big fan of supers. The more I have, the happier I am.
Me too, actually.
The more ammo I have, the happier I am.
Supers are really good. This is truly shocking knowledge to everyone who has ever played Super Metroid once in your life, but supers are a really good item. And he failed his select buffer, but will be getting that gravity suit.
Nah, you don't need it. It's fine.
I mean, you don't need it. You don't need anything in Super Metroid besides Morph. But you'll be a lot happier if you have it.
And some E-tanks.
Yeah, like, you need Morph and some E-tanks and some ammo, but you don't need anything else to win the game.
I know you're going to judge me, but I like just blind checking race game. in SM.
Yeah, that's judge worthy. It's a bad thing to do.
I mean,
Without boots, I like it. I like checking race game blind, just because there's so many things that are good, and I don't feel like it feels bad to go back for like a super or power run pack because I want those. But with boots, it's too fast.
I mean, to be fair, there's like a lot of items I want, and there's like not many items I don't want on the race game. Like even if it's missiles, like I'm going to grab those shit.
Yeah, like missiles, I don't know. Missiles I don't really want, but supers and power bombs are good. But missiles are just, I don't know.
Yeah, but the difference between me and you is that I don't play SM.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
The more and more I have, the happier I am.
Also, please hold. I'm pulling up the spreadsheet.
Nice vary at the flooded item.
Nice. Oh, Maze Race is actually one of the highest. Yeah, Maze Race is number 11 on the list, with 13.14% to be progression.
15?
13.
13. Oh, okay. See, that's why I'm playing Chicken Race Game, because I knew that stats. Come on.
Yeah, Maze Race up there with like the entire rest of pack, only being separated by random variations in the seeds that were rolled. But library being first actually does surprise me, because I didn't think that starting boots would influence the numbers that much, but it did. But Flipheal going straight to the castle, not even checking any of South Shore first. Does get his first power run pack at Power Castle. That actually might not be his first, but it's a power run pack, so it's good.
I mean, might want some money to. I'm gonna say fake flipper, like water walk to do Zora after this.
Yeah, it could be.
It's also checks that people tend to skip as well because it's kind of slow. And yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I noticed that Andy didn't go the fast way to Uncle with his sword. Unfortunate. Then maybe he was trying to pull a tree to get Zora money. That'll be
Zora money or some bombs.
Yeah, with his 7 bombs and a sword.
And a boomerang. You should just throw the gravity suit at like a guard.
Yeah, it'd probably be pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Flipheal gets the fight done. Gets a reserve tank for his efforts.
I'm happy to have a reserve tank. To be fair, I'm happy to find anything from SM. Like.
Yeah, I'm sure Flipheal is very happy. Nice dashes on that screen for Andy. Never thought of going below that pot before.
Yeah, but if you do eye up, you can just bonk on the pot and break your nose.
Yeah, but that would require making a mistake, so just don't do that.
Oh, you don't do mistakes?
Yeah, who would ever do that? It's just silly.
Oh. But I saw you lose this week.
Whoa, I didn't lose this week. I lost last week.
Sorry, last week. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But we don't talk about that. No,
okay.
It's in the past. We don't need to worry about it anymore. Nice super Flipheal.
I got confused. I'm the one that lost this week. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I find it hilarious that the only week I won is the week you lose.
Yeah, I gave you my win energy.
Yay!
But I didn't have enough left for my own match. But Flipheal gonna get his Varia suit now. Probably won't check a Gina like Andy did. Andy just likely playing very safe, trying to get Zora money with the 1 extra check. And
I know some people tend to go to Gina if they grab the item out of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really thought of that as being something worth diverging your route over, because it's such a small amount of movement. But there is the Varia suit for Flipheal, and he is going to go to Akina. Let's go.
But I mean, what is the percentage to have progression in Agina?
Well, it
We know
depends.
just that.
Well, I closed the spreadsheet already. I'm not going to reopen it. The
Oh,
spreadsheet's staying closed, unfortunately.
just send it to me. It's fine. I'm going to open it up and look.
Noted. But the numbers do actually change quite a bit depending on what you already have.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah.
The reason I trusted the lumberjack number so much is because I've checked exactly 5 locations before that. So the numbers are very likely to be pretty much the same as everything that came before it.
Yeah.
So, but once like CAC and South Shore, then the numbers start changing. But yeah, now Andy getting his Zora money after the game refused to give it to him, and a little bit more for the road.
Like mini motor cave with 300 rupees.
That would be quite silly.
I mean, there's 5 checks.
Yeah, Mini Motorum's 5, Ice Rock Cave's another 1, and then there's 2 in Waterfall Ferry.
There's Elbow, but Elbow is kind of far.
Nice there's the bow. But Hobo is actually kind of hard to justify doing without the Pearl. If you want to be doing Zora. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Flipheal doing Hobo and Andy doing Zora.
Yeah, I mean, you can just set up a water walk and then pick Flipper to Hobo and then set up your water walk from Hobo. That way you can do both.
Alright, yeah, I suppose. That's actually a good idea. But then you have to get the fake Flipper first try.
I mean, you just pose a bomb and then you let it explode to you and then you just fake Flipper. You're going to be in a very quick mode.
It's actually not that slow. Because
you
have to spend time lining up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be fast. Anyways, there's more for Flipheal. And you're gonna get it in a second.
I mean, maybe a crab, you just hug him. Well, no, but it could have.
Yeah, not today. But yeah, now we get to see 2 Zelda runners play SM. No, I'm kidding. And he's actually played a ton of Nap Rendo, so he's probably passable in SM. And Flipheal is also quite good at SM because he's been grinding. There's the cape as well for Flipheal. And he will get it in a second, I'm sure.
Yep. Yeah, after this you go to SM.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you do Alter Beans or Loop, but like I don't know, maybe they're allowed to go to Wreck Ship with those equipment.
It really depends on how many power bombs you have. How much of the Bryn Loop you can do.
Yeah,
and the answer to that I don't get to know because I haven't been counting.
I think they have 5, at least.
Yes, yeah, they have 5 at least. Nice for Flipheal off of Hobo is going to go and turn that in really quick. So.
Yeah, and if it's nothing, you can just RD reset and be in SM.
Exactly.
That's
nice tank for Andy. If that's the first one, that's pretty big.
It's the second one.
It's the second? Okay.
Yeah.
Not counting the reserves.
There was one in them.
Okay.
And they have 1 reserve from Zelda Cell.
Yeah, okay. Then Flipheal will probably be fine with both suits. And just... Oh wow, is Andy gonna do Pendant Eastern already?
Probably. I mean, they have a bow.
Yeah, they do have a bow, but it's a pendant.
Yeah, and Andy haven't done
Saha.
Oh,
he hasn't done Saha. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, it all makes sense now.
Now you know that ZR is a green pendant.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like Andy's going to go back to Super Metroid, so we'll just be a little bit behind Flipheal. And, okay, and only 5. So, the way I like to play 5 power bombs is do BT 230, and then go through Green Bryn and abandon Retro Bryn until later. And then you can do Retro Bryn on top of Red Tower together later. But some people like to do what Andy's doing and go down the top of Red Tower, I think, is what I think he's doing. but and then you hope that you can come back with 5 power bombs later. No, with more than 5, I mean.
Those are the 380 million cave that Andy found.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because the game swapped up the 300 with the 20 that they actually found in the Million Cave. Yeah.
With the blue boomerang. Come on.
Okay. I'll give you the blue boomerang. That seems reasonable. Nice gravity jump for Andy. So Andy has chosen to do Rex Ship on his 5 power bombs. It's a little uncomfy, but with Gravity Suit you can farm Sponge Bath as much as you want, and it's not super slow.
Nice silvers.
So he can make it work. It just is less than ideal. Bowling also becomes a little bit of an issue, but it's all like an inconvenience rather than like you can't do this area. Flipheal gets to scout the back of Gauntlet, which means that Criteria PBs and Gauntlet will be their own 1-off to, well, 2-off to come back to later. But you get another shot at doing all this when you come back at Retrobrin and Top of Red Tower later, in theory. So we'll see if and when that happens.
Retrobrin is the part to go to grade?
No, Retrobrin is like where you find Morph in the vanilla game and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, also known as Blue Brin.
Okay. Nice Mog Ball from Flipheal.
Yeah, very nice. Just good bread and butter fundamentals from both runners. Peel gets the E-Tank here. Heart Container. Nothing too huge. But still early days yet for Brinstar. And he gets a slow first round. We're going to be looking for a couple of missiles off the Stoppler. Gets 5. So he's ideally 1 short of where he wants to be for a 2-round. He's going to be getting another slow, unfortunately. But I think this is probably just going to be yeah, just a 3-round. But I mean, that's fine. Nothing you're going to complain too much at.
You got a...
Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe he was trying to go Superless. Or just wasn't counting, but that was definitely 3-round territory pretty easily. But gets a quick 4-round. I think it was slow, fast.
It was fast at the end. That's for sure. I didn't keep track of the 2 first.
Yeah, those were slow for sure. And gets the red crystal. Yeah, now Andy gets to do all this stuff. And hope that it has something. Because in these SMZs... sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you need to defend him anyway, so like, you know, it's not like he's wasting that much time.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean.
Yeah, a lot of, especially I've noticed, Link to the Past runners like to skip stuff like Rex Ship E-Tank or Bowling or pop a Rex Ship entirely. So it can feel bad if you do all this stuff for nothing. Oh, and now Flipheal can quit Rando. He's got a shield. He's also down a power bomb because he didn't farm one, I'm pretty sure. So he can still do the Bryn loop, just needs to farm a power bomb in the Sports Bond farm room. Oh no, this is oh, he's gonna go here first. This is just a bit slower, but it'll work. No, this is not worth saving. In my opinion, ever. I only ever save if I think I might die. It's definitely not worth saving if you have gravity. It's debatably not worth saving if you don't have gravity, in my opinion. I'm just a big believer in just check the item. But I'm pretty sure this is just straight up slower than going in and out with gravity. And oh no, Flipheal is not a believer in the 4% bugs. He's gonna go back to the Firefly room and have to farm 3 power bombs, I believe.
At this point, I'll just farm 5. Some full.
Yeah, farming 5 is completely reasonable. Especially because you're gonna need more for stuff like Spazer. But you also have X-ray to farm your power bombs up at that juncture, which will be way more convenient. Because then you'll have 5, and you'll have 2 for Spazer and 3 for X-ray, not X-ray, for Kraid. And everything will be fine. But yeah, a bit of a time loss here. This is like 1.5 minutes, is my guess. So not insignificant at all. Probably going to feel pretty bad for Flipheal. There's a book for Andy. First thing he's got post Fantoon.
Now people can read.
Yeah, he's got literacy.
Yeah. And then Flipheal didn't find that much in Brinstar. That is a Sponsor skip I never seen before. The way that Flipheal did it.
So yeah, Flipheal picked a pixel that was really close to the door. That might have been pixel perfect, actually. But I don't know for sure. I don't use that queue. Andy is in powerbomb trouble. Did not farm enough after Spiky Room of Death. This is why not saving is good, because then you can farm your power bombs. But now he gets to take a triple ride, hopefully get some power bombs from that item, but likely won't. And then has to decide how to deal with bowling when he needs oh wow, there's a glove. Okay. I might just bail if I was Andy. Oh, never mind, there's power bombs.
You were saying MM2? Can you repeat to the audience? You're bailed?
Yeah, very bailed. I agree. But yeah, if he didn't get that, he was going to be forced to use 1 power bomb to get through the tunnel, and then
none.
And yeah, then he'd have to farm some and use. I think he would need 2. No, he'd need 3 in bowling.
3?
Yeah, because he needs 1 to. He needs 1 to open the bomb box after the statue takes him, and then he needs another 1 to open the shot blocks because he doesn't have a good enough beam to hit them from off screen, and then he needs a 3rd 1 to open the bomb box again on his way back out. Otherwise, he'll be soft locked. But the 5-pack just covers that very nicely.
I mean, you need 3. Like, you need 1 to come back for sure. You need 1 to open it up, like for later. Like.
Okay, so yeah. Oh, and he's gonna use the power arm saving technique and just use 2.
Yeah, I mean for me too, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, I just never think about that because it's slower.
Listen, I do that all the time because I think it was smart. You know.
Back in the day, I used to do it a lot, and by back in the day, I mean like in 2021. That power bomb was never working in a million years.
But now he has infinite bomb. He can now infinite bomb jump.
It's true. Yeah, he can IBJ to wherever his heart desires, like X-Ray, for example, which is a dirty skip Flipheal decided to make. Well,
if it's still logic.
Yeah, and
so why do it?
Because your pearl's there, of course. I don't know.
I mean, I would have skipped it.
Reasonable.
I would also skip mug bowl places because you know me. I can mug bowl.
This is a true verifiable fact, but
But yeah.
Ugh.
So Flipheal is on his way to do Brinstar. Kraid, I mean. I know the name of the boss. Well,
Yeah.
Andy is in a red tower.
Brinstar Crade, home to Crade of Brinstar.
Mhm.
With
Yeah.
prize unknown. But
Like
probably
earlier,
a
Flipheal
custom.
was a pink Kraid, right? No.
Yeah, pink. Oh, pink Brinstar. It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
I've picked up what you're putting down now. But Flipheal actually does need to get a powerbomb drop from Kraid, which is very likely going to happen. But if it doesn't, then he will be unhappy. Okay, he did. I guess a token. So very nice.
I'm sad that Flipheal doesn't have the SMZ3 DLC.
Oh.
Or IP, you know,
Yeah.
like whatever. Depends on the point of view.
Yeah.
Well,
Truly unfortunate. And he gets final plumed. It's over.
uh,
And also, Flipheal has Master Sword now.
yeah. Andy should have infinite bomb jump out of that Vile Plume.
Oh, nice time loss, Andy. Not bombing the bomb block with your bombs. That's like 3 years, I think, is how I last calculated it. But yeah, now Andy. The big thing with the bombs is Andy's going to be able to go through Pre-Cathedral easily with a short IBJ, and then he'll be able to do everything in Norfair if he really wants to. He can draft up Lava Dive. IBJ works for him. Do everything except GT Missile. Can't do that. But Flipheal, let's see, does Nova Boost, which is a really stupid tech that probably only me and Aussie would do in a race. He will be leaving Norfair after high jump and maybe ice.
Why did the mob went to the right instead of the left?
For Flipheal?
Yeah, for Flipheal.
It always goes to the right. He just killed it late enough that you got to see it on the right side of the screen. Oh wait, no. Oh, it's because he's a super. No,
okay.
Yeah, see me.
Like they really went to the left. I was like, yeah, I know that, but like.
No, I just lied to you. I just literally.
You almost lied to me.
Incorrect information. Wow. Wow. It's over for me. But no, yeah, Flipheal super dropped the enemy with a super, so the enemy dropped and went the other way.
I see. Thank you. Thank you for no false information this time.
No worries. I'm glad to tell the truth every time, the first time.
And Andy also doesn't have the DLC.
GG, Andy. Nice super in Spec Rock Cave for Flipheal. He will not be getting it, unfortunately. But that's not a big deal. Now he can save the old man and probably just go back to the ship and do something else, like wreck ship.
Probably. I mean, what else do they have at this point, like in Logic?
They have the front
Norfair.
half of Meridia and Retrobrin, and all of Norfair, except no, all of Upper Norfair and Croc. Then no, they don't have Croc. I know how Rando works.
You know it's better than me, MM2. Like I don't know anything about SM.
I know nothing. I've never scammed.
Oh, that's why you lost last week.
Yeah.
Oh, Nice charge beam.
That is good charge beam. Probably could be too big of a deal, but it is a good thing to have. It just keeps you out of trouble. Andy's going to do what I like to do, which is check ice and crumble. I think these are just two really good checks that nobody does, so I like doing them, even when I don't have Various Suit. But Andy also is probably going to be doing Norfair at this point, so he wants to just do all of Norfair while he's doing Norfair, and not worry about the fact that he's technically out of logic. And look, there's a hook shot. This is why this play is good, because results-based thinking. Yeah, that is logically behind speed, but Andy's not going to worry about that. Might just what am I thinking?
I don't know what you're thinking.
Might just go to East Up Mountain after this high jump, and then come back for Norfair. It just depends what his priorities are. Flipheal is going to be in shambles after he's done with this. This is really not something you want to be doing on 5 power bombs, no bombs.
Because you need 1 for item left to morph ball. You need
1 for item left, and you need 3 for Billy Mays, and that's 4. So you can't do anything else to get power bombs. But the best way to go about this is what Flipheal's going to be doing, which is check this and then turn around. And then you go to Billy Mays and go back up. But the real best way to do this is to do something else and do Retrobrin later, because Retrobrin's not real. Oh, okay, now he's really done it. That's actually really bad. He's going to have to force himself into a soft block if he wants to check Billy Mays, so the best bet is just to do it and hope that there's nothing here, and then he can reset back to the ship. But yeah, that super will unfortunately have to be a, what am I thinking? Unfortunate victim of the power bomb scenario that Flipheal's put himself in.
Like, even Andy doesn't have that much power bombs. Like, yes, Dan. Yes, you have the bombs. The morph bombs, but like, you know, like even in power bombs there's like not much. Fine.
5 is just really good. Oh, and he has the glove! And he's soft blocked with it! Oh my gosh. This is actually such a disaster for Flipheal so far. This is...
He's not happy about that.
Yeah, now he's going to be kicking himself, but he's got to go back for it at some point. But this does make sense, though, doing Wreck Ship, and then hoping you can find speed and do it with Waterway and Climb Supers. Okay, looks like Flipheal is doing this. Upper tower? Seems like it. New info coming from Andy's side, though, in about 30 seconds when he gets to...
Barracks Cave?
Yeah.
The Cybernatum Caves?
Yeah, all this stuff over on East Up Mountain.
Ice E-Tank. I am happy to see that.
Flipheal refusing to press the item cancel button, I think is what's happening there. Bombos for Andy. Not much else, though.
There's an E-Tank, okay? E-Tank are good. E-Tank are great.
I'm convinced that hover lost time, but I'm happy to be proven wrong.
I mean, with 3 hearts, though, you know. You save like 1 heart. Oh, you save half a heart because
actually, what you saved is you save beams. That's important. Nice
fire rod.
Nice brain cell we share.
Damn, we share a brain cell now.
Yep. But yeah, now the beams are actually probably making that hover save time, because you can just beam those guys instead of... No, I take it back. You have hookshot.
But what beams?
Well, he lost the beams, while I was talking, so that I couldn't prove my point anymore.
Yeah,
But
but you know, it's all right.
look, I'm sorry, okay?
You
I
should be
can't
sorry.
control the Andy.
You should be sorry. You make me play both co-op ADs with you.
Yeah, that is a thing I'm doing.
But it's fine. We're gonna see also new checks in Back of Escape. You know, a small kit that we don't need, bombs that we don't need, and a piece of heart or $20 that we don't need.
Very nice.
Mhm.
No. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what Andy is doing.
A pet check? He has a book equipped.
He does.
It is a
He
pet
has
check.
access to one pendant, but he knows the second pendant. The green pendant is TR. This feels like Andy is just playing ultra safe.
I mean, maybe he's thinking about Eastern, but like if he goes to Eastern, does he kill Armos if it doesn't have an item or not?
Oh my gosh, it's Ether. I guess he was gonna reset. So it does make sense.
Yeah. It might be required for Meyer if Meyer is, you know, a crystal or a token.
Well,
so it's good knowledge.
Well, okay then. Yeah, that's really good knowledge for Andy.
And we know that knowledge is power.
Flipheal's power bomb count, speaking of power, is suboptimal.
Yeah, but you can farm in Sponge Bath.
True, he can, but he would rather just get drops from Fantoon, which
yeah,
he likely
will get drops.
Oh wow, got owned there.
Nice infinite bump jump from Indy.
Yeah, nice. Definitely nice. Using the harder double bomb jump technique, but it was faster. So we'll see how many power ups Flipheal gets. Enough. Just to have 5. Yeah, now Andy's going to get to do all of Rinser on 10 power bombs, which will be a lot faster than what Flipheal did.
It would also go up to the gauntlet as well, because you didn't see that there was nothing at the back of the gauntlet.
That is true. But I think there might have been super. Yeah, there were supers, so that'll be basically worth it.
Yeah, and it's a nice route to go to Brainstar. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, this is definitely just solid standard route. There's a reason why this is. Oh my gosh, there's a hammer.
Where's the moon pearl? Is it on
Good question. Probably in somewhere in Norfair.
Yeah, probably.
But we have mitts and hammer. Then
it could be Kings too. It could be an era with that. It can be in desert with book.
Yeah, or it can be in Norfair. But currently only upper Norfair. Andy definitely has courage there.
How can he go that fast?
Quick drops. Everybody else is just too coward too.
But what is a quick drop?
A quick drop is when you're in an uninterruptible animation, like turning around, when you fall through a crumble block. So the crumble block doesn't reset your vertical velocity. And the crumble block just, you just keep falling faster. Because the crumble block doesn't get to reset your speed because you're in an animation that doesn't get to have its speed reset.
Thank you for telling me. Now I know.
Yeah.
Would I do that in Seeds? No. But now I know.
Yeah, it's just good tech.
It is.
But yeah, it's kind of a tight thing, so you just have to practice being bad at it for years, and then eventually you get to be mediocre at it. And then.
But that means practicing.
Yeah, sorry. That's how it goes.
Nice and Andy's keeping 30 tank. And
Yeah.
the heart container.
With a
Whoa.
potential LN in his future, I would have gotten that E-Tank, I'll be real. I think it just saves time. But
I would have grabbed both. Because I'm
Andy
a
is
coward.
braver than me. I probably would have grabbed the heart container too.
Yeah, but because you don't play Zelda.
Yeah, that's true. I've never played Zelda or Metroid. That's why I'm grabbing these E-Tanks and heart containers. I need
You
them.
just know the text, that's it.
Yeah, I just know an in-depth description of every Super Metroid tech in the game, but I've never played it.
And locations and, you know, like, all of that.
Yeah, all that stuff that everyone knows. Flipheal's having an attic, to be sure. Like, I'm not saying my opinion of it, but it was an attic, for sure. Andy's having a missile count. Though I think that's really his fault for having 20 missiles. He should consider having more. Okay, I think Andy took my advice. I forgot that that was there. That makes my joke way funnier. Thanks, Andy.
I mean, he can go recharge his missiles if he went to the left. I'm saying that because I learned it from Flipheal sides, but you know.
Yeah. Now for the real test, will Flipheal check this in Sky Missiles, or will he skip it? If you're doing bowling, I've never been a fan of them. No, this is fine, actually, because Flipheal has 5 power bombs. He's allowed to do whatever he wants.
Andy looked at it earlier.
Yeah. He does actually save a power bomb to do this way. So it is fine to do it on 5 power bombs, but not on any other scenario, in my opinion. You know, we'll see. Flipheal's going to make the trek. I'm worried.
Flipheal will going to get the other glove.
Okay, looks like he will. This is not really how you do this. You want to get on the other tripper. Because then you can bring this guy all the way on screen.
Yeah, but look at where the other one is.
Yeah, but they're not global enemies. So the second tripper would have stayed on the left side of the screen if Flipheal hadn't brought it over. And he would have had to do a whole cycle less of its movement. Also, you don't ever need to jump like Flipheal did, because you will see the outline of the thing coming, like it'll be on your screen. Oh no! Okay, but he saw it. He saw the glove. That's a lot of time lost, though.
It is. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Tragic. Does decide to check this location and get his power bombs, though.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been like speed. It could have been like space jump to just make this check like going back easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
With power bombs, like I'm sure he was happy to find power bombs. Don't get me wrong, but like,
yeah, it
with
makes
space
his life
jump
easier.
or speed, it just made getting that glove like easier.
Nice, and gets the wall jump first try the second time. Very nice.
GG's. And Andy's on his way to find the other glove in Billy Mays. But did you know there were 2 items in Billy Mays?
You know, I might have known that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Look, I'm sorry you skipped the screw attack, okay?
God. I'm so mad about it.
How long ago was that now?
A year and a half ago.
Oh my gosh.
For those who doesn't know, in my first seed, I didn't know there was 2 items in Billy Mays, and I found the hook shot there, and I was so happy. Like, I took a screenshot and sent it to another runner. I said, look what I found, you're not happy. And then him, an hour later, told me, do you know there was another item there? I was like, no. And they're like, oh, okay, so I went back eventually, and it has my screwed.
It wasn't even me. I'm innocent of this crime, but I'm still being bullied for it.
I didn't know you back then, so
that's how toxic Pichu is. She'll bully you for something
You're
you
not
didn't
allowed to
even
say
do.
that when I'm sipping on water.
But now, yeah, Flipheal is getting his bowling on. Chozo is done bowling with him. Now he can get his more bombs, and I think that was a shielded Rexha Preserve, so he gets to skip that. And is wisely using all his missiles, so he can, because he's getting them back at the ship. That was what I meant to say. And he's got to good.
And I think Flipheal's route would be to get the other glove and maybe go back from Brinstar to go to Norfair.
Yeah.
By Retro Brinstar.
Yeah. That is actually a good idea. Because you're going to be going through Retro Brinstar whether you like it or not. The alternative is to go back into Zelda from the Criteria portal and then like do King's Tomb or something, and then go to.
Yeah, we have to continue from Brinstar to go like to Norfair.
Yeah, hopefully he good.
I think it's just faster than going back to just like the other Zelda location, like in Criteria. I think.
Yeah. I think it's pretty borderline because you have an elevator both ways, but I think going back to Criteria will be faster.
It's more that you can check before doing King's Tomb and such. You can just check Norfair.
Yeah, but you want to get King's Tomb out of the way before Norfair, because what if it has your screw attack versus what's Norfair gonna have to make your King's Tomb check faster?
Okay. No, I get your point.
But yeah, okay, looks like Flipheal is going to be checking Gauntlet, so won't miss his hammer. That's quite good. But it's still going to be like 5 minutes. No, maybe not 5. Maybe, actually.
Don't open this beyond ND for sure.
Yeah, a significant portion behind.
I mean, if I was playing this seed, I would be like 48 minutes behind. Just saying. So how much judge?
Oh yeah, and Andy has the ether knowledge. That's actually going to be really big if Myers ether.
And he also has the hook shot, behind speed in Ice Beam.
Yeah, the real kicker about the ether knowledge is that Andy can just do lower Norfair without really worrying about it, because he has the other 2 medallions, and he has knowledge of the 3rd, so he can just go to lower Norfair and not have to worry about getting locked out of Mire by a medallion. He can also get locked out of Mire by Pearl, though, so it is not all free. But yeah, first check in East Norfair. Cathedral has a super for Andy.
And he's making his way to Bubble Norfair.
Nice Rising Tide. I was going to say that's the optimal strat, but he jumped too high on the last jump and got owned by the ceiling tiles. Nice speed. Oh, wow.
I guess speed there will help Flipheal for the hook shot.
In theory. But hopefully Flipheal just gets it. And then
I mean, you get the speed and you come back, but I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah.
I don't even sub 3, so you know, it's.
I suppose the hook shot might not even matter for Norfair, whether you get it before you do Norfair or after you do Norfair. Flipheal's still just stuck in this cleanup of early game, getting the mitts, and he'll still have to get the hook shot. So Andy just has all this time on Flipheal. Gets the flute too. Nice.
Now he has access to Myra and can look. He can first of all do a map check in Dark Roll and see if Myra is a crystal or pendant. And if it's a crystal, you can just look at what do you need for mire. Like, do I rush pendants or not?
Yep. Yeah, I would bet on Andy does LN next to knock it out.
Mhm.
But it's, and yeah, he can just come back to Meyer as well, like you're saying. So,
I mean, yes, but he has
no,
flutes, you know, like it's easy to go to mire at this
yeah,
point.
no, actually, no, I take it back. Maybe he leaves. He's got all this time to think about it as well. So,
Nice
nice
powder.
powder.
We still sharing a brain cell,
Yep.
but it was faster than you.
Good job.
I
I'm
beat you.
gonna blame the servers being closer to you than me.
I don't think that's true, but you know.
That actually might not be true. No, that probably isn't true. But Flip has got his mitts, and Andy will do this deboost to North Reserve. Very nice.
GG's.
Makes this check pretty trivial. Now, get these last two. I would think he should get out of out of Upper Norfolk after this and do Meridia, and then after Meridia's done, he can do Lower Norfolk with a flute. Because Lower Norfolk stands to gain a lot more time from doing it with more equipment like Screw or Plasma than Meridia does. Like, Meridia can save time for more movement or a better Botsoon or Dragon fight, but Lower Norfolk can... A lot of people will like kill the enemies in Warstrom or be very safe around the scanners with a lot of farming or something, so there's just a lot of ways to save time in Lower Norfolk. Nice gate glitch for Andy.
He also can do all of the Meridia with the command he has, right?
Yes.
You can do everything, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Andy's doing Croc now, but
yeah, no, just a question. Like, if he goes to Meridia, like he can do everything.
Yes, in theory, he can do everything.
Maybe not fast.
He can't do Shack.
Yeah.
He hard cannot do Shack, no matter what.
Yeah, it's not
He can do Plasma because he can Super Screw the Pirates or he can Spark the Pirates. So he can do Plasma if he really wants to, knows how to logic. And he just straight up cannot do Shack Tool without Grapple or Ice or X-Ray or a third power pack. But those last two are terrible and awful.
But like I've been told, Shack and Plasma doesn't exist in this game.
That is true. That is a verified fact of Rando. Now Flipheal is going to be being a gamer and checking X-Ray. Only gamers check this location.
Did Andy do it earlier, or he skipped it?
Andy did not do X-Ray. This is the first time we're seeing this location.
Okay. And I'm sure you're happy about it.
Oh yeah. It's okay. No, this is going to be the Pearl, and Flipheal's just going to catch up all the time. Oh, that was a good attempt at getting a D-boost, and he gets a spike suit now as well. Probably just going to use it right here in the next room. Very nice.
Nice Pearl bombs.
Now Andy can CF clip the Shack. Gonna be so worth it for his Pearl. Just a power bomb pack. Flipheal will get it though. It's not nothing, but pretty much nothing in the order of I'm checking X-ray and it takes 2 minutes.
It's like it's a progression. Like,
look, Gamma, maybe you are doing that room that slow, but we all know that my room time with D-boosts is probably beating out your time with Space Jump.
It's beating my time with Space Jumps, for sure.
No, you're a gamer.
Oh yeah, you're right, I'm a gamer, yeah. I forgot about this.
See, exactly.
Yeah, there was nothing beyond Croc, so Indy's just saves coming that point, so he decided to come back to where it was.
Oh man, where was the save? Oh, this save? Oh man. I'm a huge hater on this save scum, but I should really time it before spreading my hate even more. And wow, okay, Flipheal's playing for Divergence here. He's gonna skip all his crap in Warfare and just do Meridia right now, which is really not gonna go well for him. He has nothing to make it good. It just sucks a lot, and he very likely will not get to do bottom because I don't think he's gonna be CF clipping.
CF clipping?
So there's there's two ways to get through Boston Hallway with Speed Booster and Ice Beam. There's also the secret third way, which is using a Crystal Flash Clip. And unfortunately, Andy's not a gamer enough to get that short charge. But that's okay. It's actually extremely difficult. But yeah, if you powerbomb and it picks the perfect spot, and then get to that spot again with exactly 0 momentum, then you can trigger a crystal flash and clip through the crumble blocks and get to boss moon. But it's dumb and stupid, and nobody should really do it.
I think you were trying to do that as I practiced the other day, before your match or before, I don't remember what you were doing.
No, yeah, I have been doing it. It's with morph bombs. It's fairly easy because it's a 2-frame window, and you get as many tries as you have power bombs -10 before having to reset. But without morph bombs, it's a 1-frame window, and it's extremely difficult. But
Andy's going to Era.
Oh yeah, I suppose he is. This actually kind of surprises me. I would want to put this off until at least one of Pearl or Mirror. Because you have the flute and the mitts, you can do Lower Warfare. And you can also do all of Meridia with Speed Booster.
Yeah, but I guess you can do Era, which is a token.
Yeah, you can, but it just sucks so much to get here. You want to do it later if you can.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And like with Pearl, you can just do like Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny Cave and look what you need for TR. But like, at this point, you don't look what you need for TR. You know it's not Ether.
Yeah, that is true, actually. Good point.
Like, why checking it when you know that you have the way to open it?
Exactly. Oh, this is a very sad bomb jump appeal. Oh, man. If he releases his run button, he can do a wall jump off the left side, and then wall jump off the ledge up here.
He just wants to show people how to do infinite bomb jump.
True.
Let him show off to people that he can infinite bomb jump.
Yeah, Flipheal really has not been having a good seed. There's just been a lot of things that have not been going his way. Oh wait, no, Flipheal just doesn't have speed or high jump, so he can just do the thing. Still hard though. But now Flipheal will be the first to do all this stuff in Meridia. Honestly, it's not the worst thing in the world to orphan this, as long as it doesn't have Pearl behind the speed stuff. So...
Well, you can just snail clip, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. If you snail clip, then the only things you'll be hard orphaning are Shack Plasma, and those aren't real checks anyways. Because you can backdoor Meridia later, and just go back out the portal. And you get to, and like you're losing a little bit of time on the traversal, but you saved the boss moon fight, so it's roughly even. And Andy will not get any worthwhile items out of Hera, which is kind of unfortunate since he went all this way to get here.
Now he might go to... Never mind. No, maybe he might go to Kingston.
Yeah,
I would think
Yeah, I think you would do King's Tomb, activate Flute here, and then
And Powder.
Lone Warfare. Oh, that is true. You also have that.
Mhm.
Good catch.
Yeah, and Flipheal will go for the snail clip. Oh.
That might be good. Oh no, it's just a little bit low. That's too high. Oh, there's the Moon Pearl. That's very high. That's still high, I think, maybe? Yeah, it's still too high. That might be good. Very nice.
GG.
And gets the plasma for his efforts, which he doesn't need to go back and save again, because he's going to go out the left sand pit for sure, because he will not be CF clipping is my guess.
And now Indy will do all the dark roll with the Moon Pearl, the mitts, the hammer. It might go up by my area first. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do here.
I mean, I kind of want to know if I need ether from Meyer, if it's a crystal.
That is true. That is actually good knowledge to have. So yeah, maybe he does do first. He will do Magic Bat first, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you do Magic Bath first, of course, but like as a Dark Roll loop, you go to Meyer. And if you feel confident, you can just go to Lower Norfair, kill Ridley. But like, you also need to know if he needs to, like, rush Pentas or not. Like, if Meyer's a crystal or token.
Oh wow, there's the bottle. His Andy's first. We've seen one in Meridia for Flipheal.
Yes.
But Andy will get that check in at some point. Yeah, it looks like that point will be now.
Yeah. We're at that point of the seat, MM2. Checking sick kid.
I had a vanilla bug net here the other day. Looks like it's even better, the Tempered Sword.
The bunny is good, it's swordless, okay?
Well, I think there's a relation to the problem you had earlier in that outlet. I don't know.
Swordless is good. Swordless is good.
I can't say I agree. I'm sorry, Pichu. But it's just not an ideology I support. Oh wow, so
okay,
mine is also a pendant. So
we don't care about that.
That is quite irrelevant. So good job, Andy, on wasting time checking ped. And yeah, Flipheal will continue to dodge the hookshot and also the flute. Since I was in Upper Norfair.
Oh yeah, you're right, you're right.
Also speed will also be dodged.
And Andy will be full clear thieves down here. He has everything to clear it. It's a crystal. May as well do it.
Yeah, gotta get it out of the way sooner or later. But Andy's go mode will be mirror, flippers, and
Fire Rod.
No, we know Fire Rod is.
Yeah, he's been a mirror.
Yeah, so mirror, flippers, and 5 out of 22 Samaria. That's it. So I'm ready for another 2 hours. I think there was a seed earlier, maybe in the tournament, where it was a atrocious Samaria hunt. I think Flipheal was in that race. I can't remember who he was playing.
I didn't watch much race of this tournament.
I didn't watch the race either, but it was like you're in GT an hour before you finish because you go in there 17 out of 22 go mode, and then you have to spend the next hour hunting Samaria.
That's bad.
Yeah, with no flute to activate, Flipheal is not really incentivized to start a CAC, so he's just gonna go and do Darkwood from Hype Cave.
You might decide to go left first. Or you might decide to go to Catfish. Or Pod, even.
That is actually a thing. I I was thinking you would go left here and get the Smith done, but you could also do Pod and then do Pyramid Catfish and then Fake Flipper to the back of Meridia, since you've already done the front.
And with a grapple now, Dragon is easy to kill. Oh. Because you can just grapple to the wall and, you know, electrify a Dragon.
Yeah, it's true. Flipheal, I think, has Microwave. Because you got the Plasma and the X-Ray in Meridia.
What is Microwave?
Microwave, also known as X-Plasma, is when you use a charged plasma shot on Botsun, Fantoon, or Dragon, and then you use X-Ray to pause the game, but X-Ray does not pause Dragon's iframe timer. So her iframe still tick down, but the shot stays in place, so you can hit her multiple times with the same charged plasma shot. But this doesn't work on stuff like Ridley or the Terizos, because they're programmed to destroy plasma shots when they make contact with the boss, because they didn't want this to be possible. They didn't think to apply it on bosses that you can't have plasma for in the vanilla game. But yeah, that's
I guess like relate to the Resort Smart then.
Yeah, they have plasma protection.
And Flipheal went straight to Pod after Ice Cave. He can clear it. It's a token.
Yeah, he does need to do this at some point.
Mm-hmm.
The only wrinkle is he doesn't have the fire source for the dark rooms, so he also doesn't have the mirror.
Yeah, but Flipheal's a Zelda player. He's not afraid. But he also has 0 arrows, so like you need to farm some.
Yeah, there's a pot at the bottom of this room. I believe it's on the right.
I think it's on the left.
Arrows. Okay, I trust you. I don't know.
I mean, I will just open the track deck and look.
Okay, you have fun with that. But Andy is done with Thieves Town. This is first Dark World dungeon credit. Just due to having a way more efficient route through this early game. Flipheal is gonna have to get this pot in this room.
And I think you were right. The arrows were on the right.
Let's go.
But you said I was right, so you know it's fine.
Yeah, I said it and then I backed out of it because I encountered disagreement. There's the lamp for Andy. Now he gets to save time on Flipheal in the dark rooms. Even though I believe in Flipheal to do them.
I mean, 6 stars blue Mel, you know, like it's fine. It's alright.
I was
going to say he also has Bumbos, but he doesn't.
Yeah. Flipheal's not been to Paradox Cave because he doesn't have a shot.
Yeah. Or mirror.
Yeah, that is another way there. That is how the video game works.
Imagine knowing how the video game works.
Oh, I don't. I know nothing.
That is a lot of digs. For an ice rod. Not required.
Well, not with that attitude. Could still be required if there's something on.
What did I say? I meant to. Not required.
Well, there would never be anything on Trinix. It's not
Listen,
real location.
if there's something on Try Next or Grimpen and Turn In, okay? I guess I'm just, you know, dropping from this tournament.
Noted. That makes my life easier because I don't have to give someone a buy. That would also make me sad though. Don't do it.
I mean, do I want to make your life easier or do I want to make you sad? Which is the same thing. You know, because if I drop, I make your life easier and I'll make you sad.
Or you could not make my life easier, but make me not sad.
Oh. I guess it's an option? Maybe?
Noted.
I'll think about that.
Ponder it for the next 2 hours of this race.
Yes. I will.
I'll be pondering it for the next 2 hours of Flipheal death warping. Oh, it's been 2 hours. Let's go.
Yay.
Congrats on your death warp, Flipheal. Now, Andy has his flute, so he's not really incentivized to do pod right now. He can just do...
And he also has Smith with him. I'm surprised that Andy skipped the privilege.
I am also surprised. Because he's doing catfish. Though...
I know why he's skipping.
No, this is fine. Because he knows the other red crystal is ice. And he has the mitts and the bombos. So he can do ice whenever he wants. He just doesn't really want to right now because he has no cane. And he has no clippers. And no mirror for Fire Rod.
But he has bombos, so we don't care about Fire Rod for ice. He makes ice faster, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, at this point.
He also has Gold Sword to make Cold Stare faster.
Mm-hmm. You should have let the Gold Sword there.
I honestly agree. Not because I hate catfish, but because I hate Gold Sword.
I would have grabbed it though.
Oh, me too. Like, I have my opinions, but I also like going fast enough that I don't care about my own opinions.
Yeah. So what does Smith add today?
Let's find out.
In 3, 2, 1, wave beam.
Nice.
Let's go. Do we have all? Yeah, we have all waves.
Yeah, we have all the beams because we found ice somewhere. I think. I think Andy might have it.
Yeah, I think we saw ice somewhere.
I think it was Thieves Town.
Yes. Even chat agrees that Andy has ice.
Let's go. I'm not incorrect.
You should have been.
You think I should just keep lying?
I mean, you always lied to me.
That happened once.
Yeah, but you know, now I can never trust you.
Well, I guess that's fair. I'm gonna rate the Kiki hop Andy gets. That was a mini hop for sure.
It was a small up.
Fun fact: Kiki is last of a random height, between 0 and 32, I believe. Maybe it's 31. I can't remember which one's which. But it doesn't actually influence the time Kiki takes to open pod at all. It just looks different. There's Flipheal's tempered, since he did not do catfish. No, he will probably
He'll do the same route as Andy. Yeah. He'll do like he's down.
I'm surprised that Andy not doing right side hover. I guess the route does kind of suck with no mirror. And you have the keys to do the normal good route, not leaving anything behind in the front.
Is there always a guaranteed small keys in pinball room? In this
Yes.
mode? Okay.
Yeah. SMZ3 hasn't taken that one out because it's a good option that should not be taken out.
Okay.
That's not actually my decision. I just have an opinion.
Imagine having opinions in this game.
Yeah.
Or a game older than you.
Yeah, I have opinions that challenge those of the rabble above me in age. Now, Flipheal doing new checks that we haven't seen. Oh, that was fun to look at. Yeah, Flipheal having a great time with the mummies. Might just end up death warping from here.
This one is worth it. Like, you know, you just hit the spike and, you know, boom, I'm dead.
Yeah, exactly. It's worth it to save the time and save the time from dying, even though you're losing time in the short term.
But like, it's better dying there, where like, you know, it's either waiting for the Wallmaster, pushing back the statue or die, then, you know, like going back out of Skullwoods with one heart and then die somewhere like silly. That you really don't want to.
You're betting on dying somewhere, and this is.
And it's better to be intentional.
Exactly. Flipheal's gonna elect to get the screw attack off of Bumper Ledge. It's certainly a decision. I have no comment on this decision.
You would have grabbed it.
I don't know. I have various, dude.
You would have grabbed it. Don't make me lie.
No, I don't think I'm lying. I think I'm just.
Yeah, but you make me lie.
Oh.
By saying I'm not grabbing it.
Oh, well, I don't know. No, Flipheal has plasma, so if I were in his shoes, I probably wouldn't have grabbed it. But it's fine. It's honestly not that bad with this little movement items. And still LN did go through. And Norfair as well. It's not that bad. It's just a little bit slow. So yeah, Flipheal's definitely behind here. The way he comes back, quote unquote, is we get to an endgame mark for mirror or flippers, and he finds those items first. That's my opinion.
So he can find some Maria, and then like GT Bicky some Maria lock.
Yeah, in theory, yeah, he could just do something silly for tomorrow, and then we end up having that be required. But right now we're just in the mid-game slog of get through your crystal dungeons. Eventually someone will go to lower Norfair, or in Flipheal's case, upper Norfair, and then we'll have
find
knowledge.
Speed, find Flute, find Hookshot, maybe, probably, hope so.
Early. One must believe that Hookshot exists.
I mean, you need Hookshot because Swamp is a crystal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't hover Swamp.
Nope.
That's not how it works.
And there was the Ice Beam. In Big Chest of Thieves Town. So where will Andy go at this point? He's going to ice, okay.
Okay. This is interesting. Doing ice before lower Norfair. He has like a fine beam for it. It's not great. I wouldn't even say it's good because it's not plasma. But he has this, and he has speed to spark up through GT, so he doesn't have to bomb jump that. And he can hypo jump Worstrom, so he doesn't have to bomb jump that. I don't actually know if he can, but Worstrom bomb jump's not that bad. Screw attack one is the slower one. So I would say LN is better value than Samaria less ice. That's just my opinion. And getting this out of the way now is good, because you can get your Pyramid Fairy.
Exactly.
And then you'll have your space jump, high jump for whatever, for LN.
I was going to say, like, doing ice go mode and ice not in go mode is not like that different, but you don't have Samaria. And with the SLS bump jump, it is slower to not, do it in go mode. Because with Samaria, when you do it in go mode, like, you pass through like all the checks but one. And then with ice SLS bump jump, you can skip all the right side.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's still slower to do this route. Even though
it is slower.
Even though you can, in theory, skip those checks.
Why is SLS bump jump when you can just hover?
Because hovering is very hard to make faster, and you should just bomb jump. But that was quite a fast hover, so might have been faster. But now Flipheal is... Oh no, and he can't spacewalk! It's over for him! It's actually a new tech that got discovered a couple... I don't know how many months ago it was, maybe like 1 or 2, where you can hook dash, and you get 1 frame of hovering. So you can hook dash like a corner block there, and hover over the pit, but without actually having to hover. It's a very fast way to get across pits like that room in that direction. Saves time over bomb jumping and saves the health. Now, Flipheal has Lamp. Probably is just going to finish off the world tour. Might grab the Smith as well. And then I would say surely he goes to Upper Norfair. But I really don't know. That does have to be his last, like, good option left, though. Nice spring ball for Andy. I'll make it so he can cower out of hypo jumping, even though hypo jumping is faster. And Flipheal is ice rotted. And it looks like Flipheal will not be grabbing the Smith for now. Which will save some time. Assuming that Purple Tusk isn't anything, but if it is, then he's kind of in shambles. Now what's Flipheal doing?
Probably desert.
Looks like it, yeah.
Like, you have a book, you have a lamp, you have a glove.
I suppose.
It is, yeah, you need to do it, so.
But you don't have to walk all the way here, in theory. If Upper Norfair or the first few things in Lower Norfair have mirror, then you could just save time by doing this after that.
And it's faster if you get the flute out of Bubble Norfair as well.
That is true. Mirror or flute makes this faster after that. But this is like fine. He will be the first person to do desert, but not like by a life-changing margin. Andy will be the first person to do Darkness Mountain. Maybe he'll reenact the... Oh, well, he won't. I was gonna say maybe he'll reenact the Airy hovers first chest TR for the mirror, and then gets his fire rod off of floating island from back in the day. But oh well, can't catch lightning in a bottle twice.
That would have been funny, to be honest.
Yeah, there is an epic clip of Airy hovering the first chest of TR for his mirror and getting his fire rod off of floating island in like a Kaz boots or something, and then just demolishing everyone because of it.
Do you remember where the submariner was at the end?
No. I've just seen the clip. I didn't watch the race. I don't actually know my history.
But you should.
Well,
You should know.
too bad.
Andy, why are you looking at this?
Yeah, we went over this an hour ago.
Yeah, like why? You know if there's a pen, you know it's a pen, then you have all 2 medallions. Like, come on. I might have forgot if I was in his place, to be honest.
Oh, me too. I definitely would have forgotten if we hadn't talked about it. Anyways,
Yeah.
nice to Mario.
No, it doesn't have to hover for the first chest of TR.
Yeah, for his mirror, for his fire rod. Nice, Andy. I'm sure the duck will help you hammer those pegs. But yeah, it looks like Andy will now be finally doing Lone Warfare. Still has all of Meridia as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if he does Meridia afterward. Gets Meyer shut out of this as well. And Flipheal gets the Desert Crystal. Oh wow, there's Flippers. Oh my god, he's coming. That's just coming for Andy.
Yep, that's good for Andy.
I would say estimated finish time is probably has me done with dungeons about like 140. Sheesh.
Yep, and then
Wow, if you go Lone Warfare earlier, then you could sub 2 this. I think Andy 2-0x's. I don't think he sub 2s. But I think he 2-0x's. That's my official guess.
It also depends on where GTB key is. Like, if GTB key is Dire Room, then you have to go all of the GT basement, which is like what, like 3 minutes? 4 minutes?
Yeah, there's a big swing.
But like the rest of dungeons, like Desert is kind of fast, Goldwoods is fast, Swamp is fast, going to Dragoon is fast, with the back door, and going to Norfair is going to Norfair.
Oh yeah, I forgot to count. Okay, no, he definitely doesn't sub 2. He has to do all of Ellen and Dragon. I forgot to calculate that.
See? Still lying to me.
Yeah, I just lied. I'm sorry. Just how it is. But no, Skullwoods is fine. It's just the whole getting fire on thing is a bit slow. But I would say at this, no, I think he's like high 2-0x, maybe low 2-1x, something like that. Nice job, Andy, lighting the torches. Gamer stuff.
that's why he has the lamp. You know.
Yeah, gotta have the lamp to it because the fire rod's currently being a slacker.
I mean, the fire rod is just chilling on an island. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, it's being a slacker.
Just chilling.
But Andy does need to do one of Dragon Ridley before he can do GT.
And I think Flipheal is going to fake Flipper to go to backdoor for Iridia here.
Nice. This is a good decision for Flipheal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unfortunately, it won't matter because Andy's winning this race, but
yeah,
this is definitely a solid play. Yeah.
From his perspective, it is a good decision.
Mm. Yeah, let this be a lesson in learning to use the item cancel button. But anyway, Andy just played this race really solidly. Managed the early power bomb, the early lack of power bombs pretty well. Just had the one incident in wreck ship that he got bailed out of. And then went to good regions and found the items. So yeah. I don't know, some might say he's pretty good at the game.
Some might say that you're better. I don't know who, not me, but yeah.
Well, he did get the 1 seed in the qualifier, and is also undefeated, and I've 1 loss and got the 3 seed in the qualifier, so like it or not, the numbers are pointing his way.
Yeah, but you know, I know you, I don't know Andy.
He also beat me in the one SMZ3 race that we did together, which was also co-op, so I'm gonna blame Farflu and Ivan for that. Oh man, nobody in this chat probably knows Ivan, because that tournament was 4 years ago. What a gamer, though. Shout out to the 2021 co-op tournament and Team Farts. Yeah. I also miss Team Farts, but unfortunately Ivan's been off living a better life than playing rando.
Was Team Farts your team?
No, Team Farts was Andy and Ivan's team.
Oh, okay.
That beat me and Farflu in the 2021 co-op tournament.
Okay. I see.
We did get 3rd place in that tournament, which was honestly kind of silly.
GG's? I see not the microwave.
But we lost to Team Farts, and we also lost to Crockpot, which is Aussie and Solsky. And at that time, Aussie was pretty much the undisputed GOAT of SMZ3. And now we know all 4 tokens, since Dragon was a token, we know Ridley is a crystal.
Nice moth fight from Andy.
Oh no, that jump that Flipheal is trying to do is impossible. You have to do a silly wall jump from like the left side. It's very delayed and very precise. It's like gauntlet wall jump difficult, but it's harder to see Samus, so it sucks. So bomb jumping that is very reasonable. A lot of people choose to gravity jump it. I did. Well, I used to many years ago.
I would.
Reasonable.
I mean, gravity jump is the first tech I've learned in SM.
It's a very good first tech to learn. It's super useful.
And then I think I've learned the spawn spore skip.
That's okay. No, I take it back. That's the best first trick to learn. Gravity jump is the best second trick to learn.
I disagree, but you know.
Well, you know what? That's a fair opinion. I won't disagree.
Yeah, I think ND will do swamp into like back of Meridia.
Yeah, that's pretty
This
reasonable.
is the route.
And
yeah,
then,
I mean this is a good route.
Yeah. Swamp Dragon is extremely fast, and then after that he can also do LN with a flute, and then he'll probably be in GT at about 150. Is my guess. Yeah, Flipheal once again skipping his hook shot, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it'll get his flute, get his speed, so maybe after speed he's going to go Ice Beam to get his hook shot.
Yeah, and then Andy will be in GT.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe not in GT. Close to be, but I don't think it'll be in GT.
Still checking for high jump. Good job, Andy. And plasma, actually.
Maybe screw attack as well.
Screw it. No, he does. No, he does have Alan to go. So screw attack is actually worth it for him. They both do, actually. Nice platform usage. Has to go for the backup. This probably won't work. Yeah. No zero cycle. The race is over. Flipheal wins. GG. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Unfortunate RNG, and Andy missed the backup there. So, zero cycle is not really happening. Flipheal is having a great Bubble Mountain. He's going to have to reload the room so he can get some more ice platforms to try and get up the right side. But does manage to get King Cat killed, so we'll be able to progress. And we'll progress to Dragon.
This point, is it faster from Andy after Dragoon to run to Norfair, or get out the back door, mirroring, fleeing to 6, going from lower Norfair?
The second one by approximately 3 to 5 business days.
Okay.
A lot. Because you're saving running through the entirety of Meridia and taking an elevator and running through all of Norfair and taking another elevator versus going through the ohms and mirroring, fluting, and then you're in lower Norfair. Actually, the big problem is going to be getting up screw attack room, but it's not really a problem because he has spring ball. So you can just do a spring ball jump and be fine.
So now I know that next time I do Dragoon to relay, I'll just take the long path, if you're watching.
Noted. I'll be sure to make a note if you lose by that much.
I mean, the chances are I'm going to lose by much than that, if I'm being honest.
Man.
That's how much I believe in myself.
Well, it's okay. You're still learning.
Am I? You sure?
I'm confident. Nice opener spark. It's kind of difficult to wind up with speed, no high jump. And then Andy was trying to get a bunch of ammo damage, but probably will be able to finish off on the next scoop cycle. Whether it's by a... Well, I was going to say by a spark or ammo, but it looks like he's choosing the third option, which is cool. Yeah, I think that's hookshot dodge number 4 for Flipheal, unfortunately. This is the worst check I've ever seen from Andy. This is disqualifiable.
You had the bar to do that, so you know, just saying.
Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't joke about that. Yeah, no.
First off, you're an enemy of this tournament, and second off, you have the power to do that on race time.
Yeah, I do, but I'm not going to. But Space Jump is just a really slow check, because it's 2 slow doors, and it's a lot of traversal in the room, because you can just be at the top right at the end of the fight, instead of going through the entire room twice and Space Jump room. It's just a great check. I don't know what to say. Maybe he really wants that screw attack, though.
Maybe he wants the other silvers.
Oh, second silvers? Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, I've heard those kill Ganon in one shot, skip the entire fight.
Exactly.
And now Flipheal has all the things that he needs except for hookshot and also fire rod for him, because he didn't know where that is, because it's behind going to East Step Mountain.
Will Andy go kill Murder Brain here?
It looks like that might be what's happening. He might also be refueling before Lone Warfare.
Oh, maybe.
But actually, no. He should do Turian now, because then he can have plasma for Lone Warfare.
Oh, because if you kill Murder Brain, it gives you plasma?
No, if you kill Mother Brain, it gives you hyper, and then if you save and reload the game, you get plasma and wave and charge. Because that's how hyper is stored as a beam damage type, and that's how it gets saved when you save the game. But of course, you're not supposed to be able to save the game with hyper in the vanilla game, because that's how vanilla works. You know, you get hyper and then you win the game.
Yeah.
But
okay, I didn't know
that is how it works in SMZ3. If you get hyper, you get to keep it until you save and reload the game, including a transition to Zelda. So when you come back, you get to just have plasma.
I did not know that. Nice high jump boots.
Oh, wow. That's actually pretty nice. Unfortunately, it won't matter, but I mean, good item. I think if Andy gets this first try, this is faster, but if he misses it like he just did, then it's just slower than spring ball jumping. Assuming you also get that first try. But it's a tricky spring ball jump.
What is this spring ball jump?
What Andy's about to do. Oh, well, maybe not. If he keeps messing up. Basically, because spring ball was coded great, when you have spring ball off and then go into a morph and you still have upwards momentum, then you turn spring ball on and get a free spring ball jump, which is a spring ball jump. And so you can get up past barriers like that, or up worst room in the game, or stuff like that, with a spring ball jump. It's like, I don't know, it's not required in this logic, but it's very nice to know.
Nice power bombs at Mickey Mouse.
I was going to say over-under on when Andy passes Flipheal, but I don't think Andy will pass Flipheal in this Lone Warfare, because he doesn't have high jump or screw, and these checks aren't that long.
This jump that Andy doing Pixel Perfect?
it is a 2-pixel window, and each pixel, I don't know, I know too much about this jump, but it's a 2-pixel window. Each pixel has a 75% chance to have good subpixels, and then you have a 3-frame window, I believe, to... The subpixel window is based on if you get the frame perfect last frame delay, which is 9 frames. You can do it with up to 7 frames of delay and still make it work, but the subpixel window gets worse.
I see.
But it's a really stupid wall jump. But it is faster than bomb jumping or spring ball jumping. So just get it first try.
Nice room from Flipheal.
Nice. Supering is, in fact, faster than sparking, because that's how Super Metroid works. You can also microwave the Metal Pirates, because there's like any other enemy, they don't have plasma protection.
Yeah, this is smart enough like Relay and Terizo's. I know.
Yeah.
I learned that today.
Yeah. Ridley and Motherbrain get special plasma protection. The Terizos just have really weird iframes, so it's basically the same thing. It makes microwaving not worth it.
That is a nice relay from Flipheal.
Yeah, you get the lucky pogo back despite not manipping it. There's a different pattern you can get, which is the swoop, which is a little bit slower. But that was basically the optimal 30 Super Ridley as far as patterns went. Oh wow, Andy got super lucky there. I don't think that was not a spin jump. So he just got lucky with a turnaround there. Yeah, this is what can happen if your 30 super fight is not properly manipped.
I mean, I know how the fight can be messed up on relay if you don't get the manip. If you try to play, I see it, to be honest.
I mean, it is a hard fight. Oh, and Andy's not checking Ridley E-Tank despite checking Space Jump. Sounds like he's just got bad standards.
And he would have got an E-Tank out of it.
It's true. He does have 9, though. And 653 health, so...
I think
not super worth.
At least 1 reserves.
True.
Because there was one in Zelda Cell.
Yeah, you can also see it when it says auto at the top of the screen. That's a fun fact about Super Metroid.
I know, but like, listen, okay? I'm not the NISM nerd as you, okay?
Honestly, good for you. But Andy is gaming. Flipheal's still ahead of him in the slower warfare, though, because his equipment is just that much better.
Yeah, but the only thing Flipheal is missing is the hook shot at this point.
Well, he doesn't know where the fire rod is yet. And he also doesn't have game, which we don't know if that's required. But
like, you got the hook shot. Like, you figure out what the fire rod is, you get the kin as well, like...
Yeah. Alternatively, you never get the hook shot, and then you're sad.
And then you open and finish.
Yeah. And then you ask them, where's the hook shot? And they tell you, and then you cry yourself to sleep.
You slap your head, you know, like, you know.
Yeah. Man. Okay. This is mildly scary for Andy. Okay, it's no longer scary. Okay, maybe it is. It's no longer scary.
I mean, you know, he can Crystal Flash. No, he's not enough supers.
Nope. Yeah, he does not have enough supers. Good job. Noticing that.
You see, I learned something, MM2. I've learned it.
Congrats.
And ever since you showed me how to Crystal Flash, I use it in my last two runs of this tournament. I've been flexing my Crystal Flash.
Huge. This is called learning. I don't think he would think that.
No, I think he knows he didn't do that check.
Yeah. I think he uses a map tracker anyway, but this will be Crocomire for Flipheal, and then hopefully we'll do Ice afterward. Hopefully that,
That's a nice proc from Phil.
yeah,
From
I was worried that the beam terminated early and he wasn't gonna get all the hits that he needed, but he got enough hits.
So now that Andy is heading out to GT, there's a game called the GT Bicky guessing game. So where do you think the GT Bicky is?
24.
Okay. I will say 0. There's no GT Bicky.
Let's go. I think it's in the GT Big Chest.
But that's the 23rd.
Not with that attitude. You can make it the 24th if you really want to. You just have to full clear the basement, then open exactly one chest in the climb, and then mirror, open the big chest, and then climb again.
You
Easy,
open...
right?
Yeah, you open pre-Moldorm chest. Not post-Moldorm, pre-Moldorm. So you still need, like, when you climb back, you cannot just hookshot across with the chest. You need to fight Moldorm.
Yeah. Also, good job to Andy for putting his sword away, because this is slow ROM. So it's better to put your sword away during that cutscene. It might actually, maybe it's not, because there's no text boxes. We might have just inherited that timing from vanilla, and then never changed it back. Nice Indiana Jones from Flipheal, showing the early Croc Hundo tech. Man, now I'm having an identity crisis. Is it actually faster to put your sword away for the GT cutscene?
I've heard it is, but you know, I don't type things.
It's definitely faster in vanilla because you have a text box and then a whole cutscene. But in Rando, you only have the cutscene, and and text boxes are very lag sensitive. So
nice.
I don't know.
Hope room.
I'm beginning to doubt it.
And a small key. To be fair, I don't know. I don't know how the game works.
Oh, me neither. That's why I'm just gonna test it instead of assuming things. Yeah, congrats to everybody who guessed 6. You win nothing. Go home. I don't know.
Go home, open up a bottle of champagne, you know, just celebrate by yourself.
You lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
You got the merits to have guessed it right this time. Flipheal's not getting his hook shot.
Over. Pack it up.
I mean, he's going to the mountain, like he's going to go do era the slow way because you know you cannot era block. But good for him that the GTB key, the era big key is in basement cage, so he's not allowed to do era basement. And then afterward he'll find you somewhere in fire rail. It'll be like truly shotgun mode. Nice one cycle from Indy until last 2.
Huge gaming. I can't do that. I've patched it out of my games. Not actually. But Flipheal does know about the fire rod now. So we'll just be searching for the hook shot for the next...
Does he?
I think he does.
Did he went to Floating Island? He went straight to Era.
Oh, he doesn't know yet. Okay, I just assumed that he had looked, but he's actually being optimal and not looking.
See, MM2, that's why I have trust issues.
I'm sorry, Pichu. This is how our relationship's gonna have to be.
I'm sure you're going to lie to me during the co-op tournament. The beer league, I mean.
That's no tournament, that's a league. Get it right.
Damn, I'm being called out by MM2. Next time you ask me to do comp with you, I'll tell you right away it's going to be no.
Well, unfortunately I have access to an SG page that lets me sign up arbitrary people. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that.
And you know my name. Oh, well.
See, fun fact for everybody watching, failing that hover lost more time than all the other hovers he did saved. Including this one. Checkmate, hovering sucks. Signed, a hoverer. That's me.
I mean, we did get a vote on, or is hovering going to be allowed recently in the Link to Pass community.
Oh, no, let me be clear. I think hovering being allowed is good. I don't know. I have opinions on whether you should go for it. But I also don't know Andy's consistency, because it's probably better than mine. And he's also faster at setting it up.
Better than mine, for sure.
I'm just being annoying, because I don't have anything better to do.
Now Flipheal has the knowledge with Fire Rod.
Honestly, that hover fail might have been just because Andy was too close to the ledge and started trying. It was just really sweaty with it. So, never mind. I support it. Failing tricks because you're too sweaty about it is always good.
I mean, to be fair, I can judge hovers. I don't hover myself, so, you know. Who I might say shit about it?
I'm always, Andy is better than me at hovering, but I'm always going to judge everything. Because if I'm not here to judge something, then what am I here for?
Hanging out with me, watching a race.
It's true.
Entering Twitch chat. You know. Making comments, teaching people how to play SM.
Exactly. Teaching people details they never really wanted to know about Super Metroid.
You know, using words that I'm like, what is that? Like Riddle Brimstone, I learned today what it was.
Congratulations. Oh no, Andy went for a poke dash there to set up Blue Gammon in case he got the RNG, which he did. And then he didn't get the dash part of the poke dash, so it was only a poke. So it went away.
Yeah.
And he was sad.
G for Andy, for reading Ganon.
Indeed. Finishing Zelda in just over 2 hours. And now
GG.
will be 2-0xing. After all.
Earlier you say it's 2x, then you say 2-1x, and now you're going back to 2-0x?
Well, if he doesn't 2-0x now, I'm going to be disappointed.
How so?
Because Turian should be no more than 7 minutes. Actually, no, he doesn't Maybe he does baby skip on the setup, because I always see no high jump and assume no baby skip, because that's how I operate. But, we'll see if Andy does Stachio skip.
If I recall, the Zomar was in the first chest of Uxtat Cave.
It was in there somewhere. It might have been first chest.
I don't know if Flipheal's over. Okay, it was first chest. That's not good for Flipheal. For looking for the hook shot. Because now he has like TR open, you have Vitreous open.
Yeah, he can just do AD for his ether.
And be disappointed.
Yeah, be disappointed that it's not the hook shot. Yeah, Andy had hook like a million years ago. I would actually say like an hour and a half ago. That's just kind of how Ice Crumble goes. I've seen a lot of races decided by people not checking it for 2 hours. It's like Left Side Swamp, but it's just way faster than Left Side Swamp or the actual Left Side Swamp of SM, which is Plasma Shack.
Yeah.
I was gonna say bowling, but that's not actually true. It's Plasma Shack.
Which shack is bowling?
The ones at the top of right ship where the Chozo picks you up in a ball and then rolls you down the gutter.
Okay, yeah, where Gravity Suit is normally, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Anyways, looks like Andy's not going to be really skipping because he's like me and doesn't want to do bootless Sashio skip because it sucks. And right about now, he's probably missing Map Rando's quality of life change that makes Baby Drain faster for no reason. I do wish they'd take out the fast Mother Brain patch, because then Andy could be sick and Crystal Flash at Mother Brain and not take this refill. But I don't think that it would even be faster, because then he's losing 40 missiles worth of damage on Mother Brain 2, and that's quite significant. Yeah, he's losing 10 supers, which is, I think, would be worth 7 seconds of charge shots. Yeah, of course it is. I know how to play Super Metroid. Nice step skip for Andy. But yeah, Flipheal is basically playing like Hookshot is bad, because he doesn't know that Hookshot is just an ice. And he's already, and in his mind, he's already lost if Hookshot's there. So he's not going to bother checking it. Because it doesn't matter by how much he loses. If he's already lost, then there's no point. So he's going to play to his outs and do Turtle Rock for not the Hookshot. Because there could be a Hookshot here for him. That's how 1v1 racing works. Oh, and Andy's not doing stand-up? Kind of cringe, honestly. You could save like a whole 10 seconds with this stand-up. Because you can save probably 2 seconds manipping the cutscene and 8 seconds on beam shots. SMH needs to do better.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything.
Honestly, reasonable.
Hard to judge. Well, not to say like what's faster or not in this
I've actually been in this exact situation where I just don't care enough for those 5 or 10 seconds. I just want to turn my brain off. So I really shouldn't be judging Andy, but unfortunately, I'm a commentator, so I have to say stuff like this and make Andy mad at me.
I'll be mad at you, for lying to me all this time during the 2-hour seed. Are we doing commentary for?
You'll probably be lying to me. I'll probably be lying to you during the next 2 hours as well.
Oh no. In the next 2 hours as well?
Yeah, the next 2 hours of the seed. There's always 2 hours left in SMZ3.
Yeah, because I'm playing this seed, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Oh no. And he doesn't remember? Okay, now he remembers. Imagine if you don't want to release angle up during Mother Rain 3. It feels a lot more awkward, at least for me, but it still works. Oh, I would have said nice HPJ, but that wasn't a nice HPJ. Yeah, Andy will be probably getting a bit right at 209 flat, I would say.
And save the animals?
That would be like 209.30.
Will Andy save the animals, yes or no?
Let me flip a coin. No. That's my guess. I'm sorry.
Well, that's my cue to leave. I don't want to see Andy not save the animals.
Oh, well,
Honestly.
you should probably look away in the next 30 seconds.
I'm just going to look at
I would save the
Flipheal
animals. Asterisk.
I will just look at Flipheal playing,
good.
not Andy's side.
And his Flipheal and his excellent Trinex fight that I was totally watching. Sorry, Flip.
It was a great Trinex fact, for a mirror
Oh
shield.
no! It's actually over for Flipheal.
I think Flipheal likes the shields. Like, he doesn't mind the shields. Instead they shield aethers.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he's gonna see the mirror shield and then 30 seconds later see the dot done. Actually shambles. But yeah. Get GG's in chat for Andy. Maybe finishing in first place with an official race time at GG time of 2:08:51.
GG's.
GG's to Andy.
Yep. I think we're going to get an interview from the runners. I think.
I think
maybe.
so. Flipheal's in setup, so we'll see him in a sec.
GG's. GG's to both of you.
Welcome in, gamers.
GG's.
Good game, Randy.
Oh, this could have been the sub 2, bro.
Yeah, it could have been the sub 2, and then you blew it.
If I just get Pearl, activate Flute, go to Meyer Shed for go mode right there at the
actually
102 mark or something.
No, actually, I think I was saying that like after Magic Bat. Oh yeah, you do Magic Bat and then you do Meyer Shed, and then that would have actually been go mode, and you just get a 1-4x.
Yeah.
SMH.
Yeah, getting the hook shot there. Like when I was thinking about where everything was, because I was, needing to get mitts for Pearl, I was like, where was everything that I got before this? And like Hook being at Ice Beam was probably like the one,
Yeah.
skippable thing, probably.
Yeah, I'm a huge advocate for checking Ice Beam, but some people aren't.
Yeah.
But I think that actually happened in both of our races, because Venture dodged mitts at Ice, and then Flipheal dodged Hook at Ice.
Nice.
But Flipheal also had some other shambles that put him behind before Pearl. So.
Yeah, I was so far behind by the time I even got the Pearl. I tried everything to like maybe claw some. It was so bad. It was so bad. Well, let's put it this way. I lost a minute getting the glove in the ceiling, and in construction zone, instead of shooting the door open, I wasted a power bomb. So I had to reset out of my other glove.
Oh no.
So it was just all shambles. And then I finally go to wreck ship because I didn't want to go there like with only 5 power bombs. And then that was the first answer. I'm like, well, crap. And then basically I was like, all right, probably the play is Norfair, but if I follow Andy this seed with no high jump or speed booster, I'm probably in trouble as it is. So I made a dumb like X-ray into Meridia play, and then that didn't work out. And then I got Pearl and I went straight to Dark World. I was like, let me get something for Norfair. Like I said, just like I was like, if I do Norfair, and like just the answer was Norfair. So I was just doomed.
Yeah, it was pretty much just the antithesis of every single play you made. But I mean, you got to play to your outs, so definitely good job doing that. It just did not work out, and the whole not pressing item cancel in Alpha Missile Room or Construction Zone, I think it was.
Yeah, I didn't even think of it. Like I didn't even realize I was still on them. I was like, yeah, I'll just open the door, shoot it. That's whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah, wreck ship isn't too bad with 5, just because there's all the little spore dudes that drop power bombs like 100% of the time. I should have farmed one more time, or I should have farmed one before going up to attic. But then there were just power bombs out there, so it didn't end up being too bad. And then it didn't even matter because below wreck ship E-Tank was a morph bombs anyways. Not that I would have like gone and checked that with no way to get back out, but yeah, I activated my flute. I was done activating flute at like 102.05. And it could have just been right there.
Could have been right there. You could have just gotten world record, I don't know.
And then as Samari was just right next to Fire Rot, Samari could have been literally anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, you just aren't worrying.
Yeah.
At all.
I think I had pet info at that time too, so I was like, man, if Myers a crystal, I just know I have to beat all the bosses. Or if TR, or if either of them is a crystal and needs ether. But
oh yeah, the pet info is epic. But
yeah, I read it and I was like, it's gonna be one of those nights, huh?
Yeah,
then
then
both
it
of them
didn't matter.
repentance.
I didn't even read it. What was on it?
Ether.
Oh, okay.
And I got that before Pearl, so I was like, cool. Can't wait to find out in like 30 minutes whether I have to beat all the dungeons or not. Yeah, but I can't complain too much. I played pretty well. I don't know what happened to my double bomb jumps. They were fine at the beginning, and then they just kind of stopped. But yeah, I just wanted to put off. I didn't want to go to Myershed without like going to beat LN, and I didn't want to do LN with bomb jumping, basically. So I don't know. Oh well. But GG's Flipheal.
Yeah, that is how it goes.
Yeah, GG's. Wish I could have made it a little more respectable, but oh my god, I got like a half hour. Oh my god, I was so far behind. It's like terrible how far behind I am.
It's how it goes. Sometimes you
Yeah.
just get destroyed. But that is how it goes. But yeah, GG's both of y'all. Andy will be the other 5-0 runner in last week's Swiss. Flip will be 4-1, still in the playoffs for sure. Because I did the math. Basically, the way it's going to work out is all 4 and 2s are in, all 3 and 3s are out.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
No 80-person play-in race like the Cross Keys tournament.
Honestly, I was hoping we would get one because it's fun to watch, but it would also be
Yeah.
a complete nightmare for me to organize because it always is.
Yeah.
But
That would be gross.
But I'm more happy that it's not 30 people play for one spot or 30 people play for 29 spots.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just so happened to work out that because we have the right number of people that there will be exactly 16 4-2, 5-1, and 6-0 runners at the end of the Swiss. So good job us. Yeah, GG's y'all. Any final thoughts before we close it off?
Oh, dude, I hope next week's as good as this one. Holy moly.
Yeah. Okay, then. Thank you all for watching this episode of the SMZ3 tournament. I've been MTNS Cartridge with Pichu in the comms booth. And thank you to Ikir for tracking. And we will all see you next mission.